Congratulations.
Thank you.
Impressive win, barely over an hour, straight sets. Your thoughts on your performance today?
I mean, for me, I felt, I don't know, like I really respect her as a player, so I kind of knew that I had to play really well from the very first point, so I just tried to do that. Yeah.
Okay, good enough. Congratulations. We have a big room, name and affiliation, one question each. I'll get to as many as I can. Okay? Question.
City with the Kobe.
Name and affiliation, please.
Terrell Johnson rolling out. City with the Kobe jersey on. You were also at Mixed Madness. Wanted to know what you remember about him coming here to see you play 5 years ago.
I mean, I guess I kind of played on the same court today. Louis Armstrong was the court that he came and watched my match, and I honestly remember being a little bit in disbelief that he was coming specifically to watch my match, and just to feel that support was unreal. And I think for me, I always wear Kobe jerseys after matches and practices because I feel like a little bit like I can kind of keep his spirit with me.
Young lady right here. One question. Thank you.
Lucy from Blackspin Global. Congratulations today. I noticed many of your best matches this year since you've been back have been against, let's say, top players, whether they're Grand Slam champions, seeded players. Do you feel more motivated during those matches, or does that naturally come to you?
I mean, I would definitely say I'm not sure if it's motivation or if I feel like I have no other choice but to play well, and then it gets rid of all the expectations and all the pressure I put on myself, because I know, like, no matter what, the tennis is going to be really great tennis, even if I win or lose. So that's kind of my mindset whenever I play, like, seeded players or really good players.
David.
Hi, Naomi. David King, tennis.com. I have another fashion question for you. We saw a preview of the night outfit before the tournament. We got to see the day. Today, I'm just curious if you could speak to the inspiration, specifically even the headphones. I'm told it's a Harajuku inspiration.
Yeah, it is. Yoon is so nice. She accepted doing this project, and we've kind of been like talking about it for a few years now. So just to be able to like wear it and see it come to life and see that people are excited to see it, it's really cool. But it's based on Japanese and Harajuku culture.
Ava.
Ava Wallace, Washington Post. Naomi, I also wanted to ask you about the fit. The color, when did you choose? Because that's been the color of the summer. So I want to know when that was decided, but also, as you've kind of been speaking about feeling more like yourself on court, and obviously you mentioned the out-of-body thing, does being able to have a hand in the fashion aspect of it help you with that at all? Is there any connection there?
Well, I chose the color like at least a year ago, so but yeah, I mean, I definitely love to be involved in everything that I do, whether it's fashion or anything else. But I feel like being able to be a part of my tennis outfits gives me, I would say, a different strength, especially the US Open outfits. I feel like they're a little bit more flamboyant. And when I was putting on my outfit today, I was like, I hope this isn't too much. Because, like, I had the tutu and then I had the bow jacket and it was green and I feel like everyone was staring at me funny. And then I put the headphones on. That was the real killer. But but then I was like, you know what? Embrace this maximalist style. And then it made me feel better. Like another player came up to me and asked to take a picture. So I hope it was like, a positive picture. It wasn't like, oh my God, look at her. But yeah, I think for me, when I put on the outfit, it's almost like a super suit. So I try to channel that.
Gentleman in the middle.
Hi, Naomi. Victor Langron for L'Equipe. Have you ever been so emotional after a victory? What does represent this specific victory?
I would say yes, and it was probably on the same exact court. So maybe it's that court that does something to me. The first US Open that I won, I played Sabalenka in the round of 16. I remember I cried really hard after that because I was having my barrier of I couldn't get to the like round of 16 or the quarters, or I think it was the round of 16 though. But yeah, it's funny though. I feel like I cried a lot more now than I did like winning slams, so that's a little funny. But yeah.
Okay, Court.
Naomi, in terms of all the work that you've had to do, the last 8 months to get you a performance like that on this stage at this tournament that you were targeting, when you think back on all that, and I'm sure it's tons of stuff that we don't even know that you kind of had to fight through and work on, what stands out to you in terms of what was the key over all these past months of building up to be able to play a match like you did today?
I mean, I think definitely experience. I'm really glad that I played all of the tournaments this year. Even though the results haven't been that great, I feel like I could draw from each of those matches. And over time, I know even though I lost in the qualies of Cincy, I kind of gained confidence in myself in a weird way, because for me, that was like the worst possible outcome of my career. Granted, I could have lost in the round before that. So, but yeah, I don't know. It's been so much hard work, so much like dreams and wishes. And I hope that I can continue. But as of right now, I am really happy with how I played.
Okay. Willie.
Focusing on that, what is the feeling that you get from being at this level, and how would you compare it to any match you've played since you've returned?
That's an interesting one, just because I feel like for me, this court is my home. Like, it gives me so much more confidence. Like, I step on the court knowing that I probably have the most wins in the field, maybe. I don't know. Like, please don't. I don't know. But, like, like having 2 wins here means a lot. And I think for me, I've been struggling with confidence throughout the year. And this time now forces me to, like, look in the mirror and say, like, hey, like, you've done really well here. There's no reason why you can't do well again. And I just tried to channel that today.
Gentleman right here.
Charlie Eccleshare from The Athletic. I just wondered, you were asked there about the emotions after and whether it was your most emotional one, but just what exactly was it that was kind of, that you were thinking about, or was there something that kind of tipped you over the edge with the tears?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's like a combination of a lot of different things. I grew up here, so, just seeing kids, like, and then remembering my daughter, but seeing kids coming and watching me play and just remembering that I was a kid, I guess a long time ago, made me very emotional. And then also just remembering that I came and watched Coco play her semis, and I was in the audience, and I didn't know if I was going to be able to play again at this level. And just to play Ostapenko, who's such a great player, and win that match means a lot to me. And then, just seeing the stadium really full, it meant a lot, because I was like, oh, I hope people come watch me play. So.
We have 2 more in English, Tamani and then Barbara. Tamani.
Hi, Naomi, congrats. You mentioned that you've been struggling for confidence this year. Just curious, where did, I guess, that come from, and what that struggle's been like? And also, just separately, do you remember, there's like a picture going around of you and Mari watching Rafa, like,
oh, yeah.
years ago. Do you remember, like, those
Yeah,
days?
honestly, the US Open time was like the best moments for me as a kid, because it's like the moments where the people you watch on TV, you can see them in real life. So, I just remember going into the Nissan Quest that we had and like sliding the door and like being so pumped to like get to see all my favorite tennis players. But I don't remember the picture being taken, but I remember like watching them practice. And okay. I would say confidence. Honestly, I went into Australia with a lot of confidence because it's a hard court. Like it didn't go my way there. And obviously I don't know clay or grass that well. So it kind of shook me up a lot. And I wish I could have done better in Toronto and Cincy. And now I feel like I'm just here. It's almost the end of, it is the end of the year, but I told myself like I would make like my last stand if I could in the U.S. Open and the Asian swing. So yeah, it's almost like you have a deadline and you're crunching at midnight to try to make it.
Barbara, last question in English.
Naomi, I just wondered, you talked about how it's sort of like your superpower, or, wearing a fashion statement. Does having a fashion statement like that, and having people look at you and it's kind of cool, does that help you make a statement on the court? I mean, drawing that attention, and does it give you kind of confidence or not, or they're not related at all?
I mean, today it didn't, just because I was so focused on my match, but I do remember thinking like I need to win this match so I can wear my other color. That was very important to me. So yeah, I guess you'll see my other color next time.
Thank you, everyone. That concludes the English.
Thank you.
Japanese?
Yep. Arigato.
どちらかというともうミスを相手よりも少なくしようっていうなぜどっちで勝ってたと思いますか？
Yeah, I mean, going into the match, I realized after Cincinnati that I'm honestly not classifying myself as an aggressive player. I love to play the game and I love to rally and then go for my opportunity when I have it. So I think I tried to apply that to, well, that's a lie. I am an aggressive player, but I'm not like stepping on the baseline trying to whack the ball every time. So yeah, I think today I knew that she was definitely one of the best aggressive players in the world, but I didn't want to give her all the room to do that. So I just tried to force her to make unforced errors with my weight and my speed of ball. Well, it's kind of like my journal that I have. I write in it before matches, and I write like points that I want to hit, or things that I definitely want to do, or just mindset goals. So it was, we use a new word in the team, standards. So I have new standards for myself. Yeah, I mean, I definitely felt like I moved really well. And I think when I posted that on social media, I probably could have worded it better. Like, I feel like I am fit, but I just need a lot more time on the court. And from Cincinnati to here, I've been practicing so much and I've spent so much time in the gym. So I definitely feel fast and like being able to hit the balls and get to the balls that I want to. Cool. Thank you. Thank you.